Yeah, I was a travel blogger for like 2.5, 3 years. Did you?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that
I
about
thought
you.
you did like pageants and.
I did. That was all after.
So how did you
On air
get
stuff?
into it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
How did
how
I
do you
get-
get to be a travel blogger? I feel like that's everybody's dream
Right,
job.
yeah.
Yeah.
All your
Like-
traveling fans.
Yeah. So how do
It was
you
a,
do
it was a total accident. The reason I got into it was because I was rejected from graduate school. So I was like the #1 graduate of my university. I'd been given the title Outstanding Graduate from UNLV, and I thought I was like a shoe-in for every single PhD program. I'm like, I got this, and I was rejected from 14 schools.
Oh, no.
14 letters of rejection. I even had one that was like addressed to somebody else that they like crossed out the name and then misspelled my name in handwriting over it. It's like, talk about demoralizing.
That's horrible. You poor thing.
Yeah,
So
so-
you travel blog.
Yeah, well, I had this trip planned. I was in Albany interviewing for one of the graduate schools, and it was like February, 5 feet of snow, and it was miserable. And I ended up following this blogger at the time. She was this pro surfer, and she ran this surf retreat in Nicaragua. And I was like, this thing looks so cool. Oh my gosh, I have to go. And I had just enough money in my bank account to be able to like put the deposit down to go. So I said, let's do it, and that'll be my last hurrah before I go to graduate school, never thinking that I wasn't going to get into graduate school.
Right.
So then I didn't, and I thought my life was over.
Right.
And so I went to Nicaragua to hide out, and ended up having the most amazing time. And we went volcano boarding, and horseback riding on the beach, and like surfing every morning. And you look totally just confused right now.
I know. I just like that's crazy.
It was super fun though, and it was the first time in a really long time that I hadn't been like in direct competition with all these other women around me, and it was like, oh, I can have amazing women surround me, and we can all have different things that we're good at, and it'll be like, I'm fire, they're water, and when our powers unite, we're like Captain Planet-ish,
Girl
right?
power.
Exactly. Spice up your life. Yeah, and it's like being like we went volcano boarding down the
What's
world's
a
most.
volcano boarding?
Oh, okay, so
It's
it's
like snowboarding on ash.
yeah, well, except you're not on snowboards. You're on like a plank of wood with like a rope attached to it. So you can either sled on it, or you can like skate like
But,
sled
okay,
with
I've been on a
skateboard.
volcano before, and volcano rock
the
is
ash.
sharp AF.
Yeah, so you
Like,
have to have like the
fall
tall
over.
knee socks, and you have like these orange jumpsuits that make it look like you're in prison.
Yeah.
And then you tuck the jumpsuits into the knee socks, and you pull them all the way up. I mean, you're gonna get volcanic ash in your bra, so that's the
Okay.
thing that's
Yeah, that's
Gotta be
just
okay with that.
part of it.
We did go like during a major thunderstorm, and what I didn't realize is that volcanic ash is actually like a conductor for electricity, and so it was a really bad idea for us to actually be on the mountain when this was happening. So it's like pouring rain, like the sand's all wet. We're just like it's cold and miserable, and I guess actually like somebody in the group ahead of us got electrocuted, like on
jeez.
on their
Electrocuted?
I don't
And
remember
you're
On
like,
a
like, light-
And then they went
volcano?
with you the next day,
sorry.
and then they just still like took you on the
No,
trip.
no, we were like the group right after them. So like every 30 minutes or an hour, whatever, they had like a group of like 5 to 10 people. So we were literally like on the volcano
Right
like,
after
like
that
20
happened?
minutes after.
Why didn't you
somebody-
just say no thanks?
Well, because we didn't know at the time. We didn't.
Oh,
are you What's wrong? What's wrong?
That's horrible!
What?
That's what is
You don't like Coke?
Oh my gosh, that's so.
What?
I need to go get water. That's
Oh my God.
disgusting. Okay, now my shoes. How am I supposed to waddle? And then this is.